There is nothing nobler or more admirable than when two people who see eye to eye keep house as man and wife, confounding their enemies and delighting their friends. The journey is its own reward. Be both a speaker of words and a doer of deeds. The stars never lie, but the astrologers lie about the stars. Wine sets even a thoughtful man to singing, or sets him into softly laughing, sets him to dancing. Sometimes it tosses out a word that was better unspoken. Everything is more beautiful because we're doomed. You will never be lovelier than you are now. We will never be here again. The difficulty is not so great to die for a friend, as to find a friend worth dying for. Words empty as the wind are best left unsaid. Go on with a spirit that fears nothing. The man who acts the least, upbraids the most. To be loved, you have to be nice to people, every day. But to be hated, you don't have to do squat. Yet, taught by time, my heart has learned to glow for others' good, and melt at others' woe. After the event, even a fool is wise. Because they're stupid, that's why. That's why everybody does everything. Even a fool learns something once it hits him. Wise to resolve, and patient to perform. I guess some people never change. Or, they quickly change and then quickly change back. There is a time for many words, and there is also a time for sleep. A guest never forgets the host who has treated him kindly. Each man delights in the work that suits him best. Bear patiently, my heart, for you have suffered heavier things. For a friend with an understanding heart is worth no less than a brother. And what he greatly thought, he nobly dared. There is the heat of love, the pulsing rush of longing, the lover's whisper, irresistible, magic to make the sanest man go mad. Modesty is of no use to a beggar. Be still, my heart. Thou hast known worse than this. Too many kings can ruin an army. Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle, but let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter. Always to be best, and distinguished above the rest. In youth and beauty, wisdom is but rare. If any man obeys the gods, they listen to him also. I'm in a place where I don't know where I am. Out of sight, out of mind. Trying is the first step toward failure. It's disgraceful how these humans blame the gods. They say their tribulations come from us, when they themselves, through their own foolishness, bring hardships which are not decreed by fate. Hateful to me as are the gates of hell, is he who, hiding one thing in his heart, utters another. Death submits to no one. There is no greater fame for a man than that which he wins with his footwork or the skill of his hands. The force of union conquers all. Most grievous of all deaths it is to die of hunger. Whoever obeys the gods, to him they particularly listen. A generation of men is like a generation of leaves. The wind scatters some leaves upon the ground, while others the burgeoning wood brings forth, and the season of spring comes on. So of men one generation springs forth and another ceases. Come, weave us a scheme so I can pay them back. Stand beside me, Athena, fire me with daring, fierce as the day we ripped Troy's glittering crown of towers down. Stand by me, furious now as then, my bright-eyed one, and I would fight 300 men, great goddess, with you to brace me, comrade in arms in battle. A hunter of shadows, himself a shade. Of all creatures that breathe and move upon the earth, nothing is bred that is weaker than man. Young men's minds are always changeable, but when an old man is concerned in a matter, he looks both before and after. The melancholy joys of evils past, for he who much has suffered, much will know. And empty words are evil. No man or woman born, coward or brave, can shun his destiny. But curb thou the high spirit in thy breast, for gentle ways are best, and keep aloof from sharp contentions. The son of Saturn gave the nod with his dark brows. The ambrosial curls upon the sovereign one's immortal head were shaken, and with them the mighty mount, Olympus trembled. Nothing shall I, while sane, compare with a friend. Come then, put away your sword in its sheath, and let us two go up into my bed so that, lying together in the bed of love, we may then have faith and trust in each other. Now from his breast into the eyes the ache of longing mounted, and he wept at last, his dear wife, clear and faithful, in his arms, longed for as the sun-warmed earth is longed for by a swimmer spent in rough water where his ship went down under Poseidon's blows, gale winds and tons of sea. Few men can keep alive through a big surf to crawl, clotted with brine, on kindly beaches in joy, knowing the abyss behind. And so she too rejoiced, her gaze upon her husband, her white arms round him pressed as though forever. Zeus most glorious and most great, thundercloud, throned in the heavens. Let not the sun go down and the darkness come, until I cast down headlong the citadel of Priam in flames, and burn his gates with blazing fire, and tear to rags the shirt upon Hector's breast. May many of his men fall about him prone in the dust and bite the earth.